Go go Wolfie Rangers! Catastrophe here, and when I'm not slaying monsters across the stars with my merchandise-driven arsenal whilst undergoing wacky antics, I'm here at the Catman Center discussing cool classics, such as beloved childhood icons like the Power Rangers. Anyone who's ever had a gnarly childhood has at least heard of this franchise. For you sad souls who've never enjoyed Morphin Time, the Power Rangers is about various groups of misfits with attitude being summoned and uniting against the cosmic forces of evil, battling epic anime villains with superpowers and toy-based weaponry as the ultimate warriors, naturally known as Power Rangers, who duke it out with baddies, endure high-stakes drama, epic storytelling of the never-ending duels between good versus evil, gain deep character development most of the time, learn some cutesy slice-of-life morals, and even gift us some wacky comedy.
I am King Goldar, the ruler of the universe!
By this time, there's been over multiple different Ranger shows, with their own unique styles, themes, and even characters. But it's all pure fun. It's got some goofy campiness and over-the-top acting, but it's so awesome, since it's basically a live-action shonen anime. Just like TMNT, Batman, and Transformers, the Rangers have been around for a long time, to the point where now many different generations have their own favorite Rangers shows or teams. And as you can guess, even the Power Rangers had some fine characters, who awoke in some different power sets within us.
I was the one doing all the work while he was at the juice bar kissing on Kimberly.
I think we can all agree that we had that person who, whether as kids or older, made us think to ourselves, hey, you know, that character's kinda hot. The beautiful Power Ranger women, or even those seductively lethal villainesses, definitely helped a lot of us boys gain deeper respect for girls on our action shows. And if my title wasn't a dead giveaway, that's what we're here to review. Even the family-friendly Power Ranger saga had some incredibly wicked women, many of whom were not only pretty lookers, but some badass characters, who are still smoking today. Let it never be said that men don't dig powerful women, since this franchise houses many divine ladies who make mighty crushes.
I have an interest in her too. What do you mean you have an interest?
We love having fun here, so let's talk Ultimate Ranger beauties, whose power rocked our world. Over a dozen pretty power girls and wicked women warlords, but who's truly worthy of hottest babe of Ranger history? Well, I think I got my perfect list to share. Let's rock it with my top 6 hottest Power Ranger babes.
Jen, you have to be polite.
Starting us out on an underrated Yellow Ranger, yet a kick-ass tomboy. Time Force Ranger Katie is mega hot, adorable, compassionate, and a total badass you don't want to mess with. Unlike fan favorite Jen, Katie's the nicer girl of the Rangers on Team Time Force. It's heavily implied Katie's an alien due to her unnaturally superhuman strength and quick healing, but not thoroughly explored. However, her being an Amazonian beauty is very appreciated. On her squad, Katie's easily the gentle giant, as she has warrior level skills and is Wonder Woman strong, yet she's just as friendly and energetic as Trip. quickly making new friends, having fun, joking around with her pals, and lightens up the mood more often than her more serious cohorts. She acts more like She-Hulk than the actual live-action She-Hulk. That's how sensational she is. Of course, her limited wardrobe of April O'Neil jumpsuit and sexy biker girl clothes also help. As a ranger, you can safely presume that, yep, she's a tough kick-ass. Like a true military girl, she utilizes BFGs, and her strength gives her more punch to smash those bots. Whether it's mutant monsters or psycho robos, Katie's always ready for a scrap and backs her pals. If Deborah Estelle Phillips looking like a smoking hot supermodel isn't enough for ya, well, Katie has a warm heart and sense of compassion as a character too, making her an easily charming troop. Plus, she beats the stuffing out of idiot bullies and defends the innocent. That automatically makes you hot. Tragically, she makes it low due to having the least focus of her team, but her episodes are solid enough to grant her allure. Katie cares deeply about her family, has a loyalty as strong as her lovely muscles, protects the innocent and weak, knows when to get tough, and is simply cool, on and off the clock. To me, she's equally as hot as the best Pink Ranger. If offered a chance, I'd never reject a good bear hug from this sweet soldier.
Wes, you're the best.
Katie, I don't...
I'm sorry.
Kimberly?
I didn't want to make it too easy for you. Of course, I'll be your date to the dance.
Well, you know, it's not a true hottest Rangers list if we didn't include the OG Pink. Oh, can I even say any praise about Kimberly that you haven't already heard? She's pretty much every 90s child's ultimate crush, and a huge beloved face amongst this saga. The first ever Pink Ranger, Kimberly is a lovable ditzy airhead. Starting out as a shallow popular girl on the gymnastics team, Kimmy's recruited to fight for Zordon's new team of Rangers due to her noble heart, where it doesn't take too long for her to grow up and evolve into a true superhero. Kimberly's a lovable, pretty popular girl with a heart of gold deep down, as she takes her ranger responsibilities more and more seriously, gets into rom-com drama with Tommy Oliver, becomes the moral compass of the Gen 1 team, looks good kicking monster butt, and shows off her alluring womanhood every day. Best displayed during her ballet recitals and fantastic gymnastics shows, reminding the boys that women athletes can be hot as pink.
You just met her last night.
I love her.
You love her after one night.
She's a gymnast.
Amy Jo Johnson's natural beauty has only elevated her character's iconic status even further, since she wore all the spunk of the 90s without shame. Now yes, it is easier to list her high up on the list thanks to her dazzling appearance, but to be fair, the Pink Ranger has deep persona too. Her Ranger's a lovable go-getter girl, who's very ditzy and unlucky a lot, but we admire her perseverance in the face of evil. She's an heart of the Rangers. A voice of compassion and care, but a graceful lady of war on the front lines of battle, giving this Pinky a more enchanting magical mage persona whenever the Ranger armor's on, but a surprisingly gentle, dorky, girly girl appeal when she has to live normally. She's easily the funniest girl on this list too, as Kim had more humor and was the butt of many jokes in Mighty Morphin. She even made Rita's fashion hot.
Used to be kneeling to me!
Not to mention, saved the Green Ranger from the dark side thanks to her love. Who doesn't cherish a lady who stays in shape, has sharp wit, confidence in her looks, a pure heart, and a deep loyalty for friends? Catherine may have took her mantle, but Kimberly will always remain in our hearts.
I know. Should have been an actress, huh?
Tell me, Mirror, who's the most beautiful girl in the universe? As if I don't already know the answer.
Far, far away, deep in space, to a galaxy unknown, there lies a she in your dreams, and the pleasure you will know. How can anyone not adore one of the ultimate bad girls? What happens when you splice together the Dark Queen from Battletoads with the Alien Queen? You get the sexiest alien warlord ever to dominate you. Trakeena, Dark Princess of the Insectoid Empire, daughter of the galactic overlord King Scorpius, is undoubtedly a villainous crush who's out of this world.
Put your eyes back in your head.
Now, hot evil ranger foes are nothing new in this franchise, but our Bug Babe stands out as one of the most stylish and unique fair ladies of our icons. Trakeena's the true main antagonist of Lost Galaxy, undergoing some shockingly profound character development, evolving her from a pathetic spoiled daddy's girl, always thinking about her looks and ego, into one of the most fearsome threats of the Power Ranger universe. It's really hilarious looking back at this character, since this fan fave really sucked in her early days, to the point of being a laughably evil embarrassment. At the start, she was very much like Nadira, but with a severe lack of badassery. Trakeena was sheltered and spoiled rotten by her monster daddy, King Scorpius, who acted as the real villain for half of their series, before she stepped up and underwent her rocky montage to grow into a true warrior. This made her a well-rounded foe. Initially, she was a total daddy's girl, always needing him for protection and approval, merely acting as the comedic femme fatale cheerleader of her empire. Trakeena liked partying and stirring up mischief, as her fun was shallow goofing off. While she had devious aspirations, the princess did rely heavily on her looks.
I want to go with you, to be there when you find the lights of Orion. You big, strong warrior, you.
However, these traits did put her on the map, as we all really loved her. Personality-wise, Trakeena's a hilariously overconfident alpha bitch, who thinks she's all that, only to get predictably duped by those rangers every time. As she's more concerned about her looks and juvenile popularity, rather than being a dead serious threat. This made her very endearing, since Amy Miller's cutesy looks, sassy persona, and mischievous woman-child behavior made her ultra amusing. I think all her fans agree how one of the greatest episodes of all time is when Trakeena actually hires the monster of the week to steal every female's beauty in order to make herself hotter. Yes, for reals, this was a plot. Trakeena actually tried making herself fairest in all the land, upgrades her appearance from cute to bombshell, and even tries to seduce and kill the male rangers. The show even grants her a she's all that sexy strut. Pure gold. Man, she even made Professor Phenomenus hard. Best bad bitch ever. Even when she's not trying to be the bee's knees, Trakeena still looks suave in her leather bug armor. Not only is Amy Miller so hot, she makes mantis suits fashionable, but she's got a fit body, sinister goth girl makeup, a tight leather suit, a peppy cool girl tude, boob armor, and eventually badass skills to call her own.
And what a sweet ass.
Once Daddy Bug dies, Trakeena quickly steps up her A-game and trains to become the ultimate galactic conqueror Scorpius envisioned her as, turning into a lethal lady who went from losing bar fights to bums to taking on all the Rangers herself. Nothing more attractive than a gal who works out and fights to take what's hers. And even when she mutates herself into a horror monster, her fans still find her hotter than a solar star. That's what happens when you make a PG sill.
She's practically naked.
I totally see what the fandom loves about her, since she's a nice throwback to the classic sexy evil space queen archetypes, reminding us all why that type's still classic. Trakeena makes evil sexy. Even the Guy Rangers wanted her. That's how gorgeous she is. Impressive skills, a profound rise to power, a dope outfit, smooth persona, bubbly funny moments, steel confidence, and a sexy slay queen drive. Trakeena's a love bug always buzzing around in your head.
What took you so long?
I wanted to show off a bit.
Time You're under arrest, Rancid.
Yeah, in spite of my love for the Yowza Yellow, it can't be denied that we all dig hot pink. Time Force's Jen isn't merely any pretty face, but easily the greatest Pink Ranger of the saga. The key advantage she holds over Katie is that she's given tons of deep character development and emotional vulnerability, which made her iconic. Jen's a tough-as-nails, no-nonsense time cop, obsessed with completing her mission as a ranger. But deep down beneath her hardened exterior lies a lovable, cuddly little bunny who wants to be held and loved, making many wish they were Wes, since her romance is the peak Power Ranger love story for decades. Who doesn't love Jen? She's a badass soldier, kicks mutant butt, scares bad guys, and looks good while doing it. Jen's played by a former supermodel, and that certainly helped us fanboys remember her. To be fair, her persona's equally as admired. Jen's sorta like Carol Danvers, back when she was a great heroine. A tough, cold hard ass who hides a heart of gold deep down. Essentially, over the course of her series, Jen's brought back down to earth, loosens up, has fun, treats her unit less like her troops, but more like her family, and as we all know, redeemed by the power of love. Her romance with Wes Collins brings out that sad soul longing for a soulmate, as Jen gets more and more nicer over her series, even cracking jokes and letting her guard down. Heck, she even gains a jealous side, which humanized her a lot.
Wait a sec, you think I liked her?
Oh no! Whatever would give me that idea, Albert?
Hey, I had to make up a name.
And I suppose you had to let her feel your muscles too.
This made her a big crush amongst the audience, since seeing Jen display a dorky side only made her more precious.
Then Wes is under a love spell. That's great. I mean, that's horrible.
She's genuinely the first Pink Ranger ever to be the real leader among her team, held high command status among her unit, and was the true rival towards Ranzik, our big bad this season. Her Sarah Connor makeover only upgraded her from perfection to platinum. Her key crush trait is that she's a defrosting ice queen, that cold, ruthless woman shielding herself behind hardened walls, only to slowly melt when warmth returns to her heart, with Wes being her hot knight. The fact that she's even defiant to the end even during a losing war is her most impressive highlight. A well-rounded cop who never gives up, fights for justice, loves her allies, and also digs action flicks, Jen's worthiness left a mark on Ranger history.
My mission is to bring you back. And I promise you, I'm going to do it! If it isn't the Power Rangers.
I am Vipra. I'm glad we
finally met, so I can destroy you.
I know, easy pick, but who doesn't lust for a killer bad girl? And can't get any badder than a literal succubus from hell. Vipra laid a major dent on my kittenhood memories, and was a vital icon I remembered forever from Lightspeed Rescue, who made me appreciate women. I'm sure her heavy metal Morgan look possibly helped. For those unaware, Vipra is one of the elite demon generals serving the Queen of Hell, Queen Banshira, as she and her fellow monsters seek the destruction of Mariner Bay and those pesky Power Rangers in order to bring hell on Earth. Lightspeed Rescue's a mega underrated show, and it helps that the villains were all so cool. My Ranger childhood was perfected by this sexy femme fatale. Shockingly, Vipra is not merely a seductress, but rather a warrior princess who did most of Diabolico's dirty work and fought on the front lines a lot. So she's a legit badass minion. However, as many will point out, the sole flaw for her is her actress. Now, Jennifer Yen's super gorgeous and truly rocked that goth outfit. But alas, her acting, leaves a lot to be desired.
Just what I thought. In my Vipari, I'm invincible. Fighting fire with fire, eh? Prepare to get burned.
You are so lucky you are hot.
Yeah, Yen's acting was not very good, at least at the start. She did get better, but it's very clear that the show kept her around since Jennifer had the spine to don that spicy suit. But haha, this is a hottest ladies list and not a character ranking, so you can't ruin this for me.
I think we just found our loophole. Literally. Whop whop!
I love Vipra. She's still an alluring Ranger crush. She's slick, awesome, deadly, wears an A+ design, is a genuine threat, and is the literal personification of temptation. On her series, Vipra's a kick-ass minion whose skills do rival best Red Ranger Carter Grayson's, and she's the brains behind many an evil plan, nearly crushing those Rangers with her monsters of the week, grand traps, smooth manipulation, or her badass Viprari car. Even her ride's as sweet as her. Jennifer Yen's one of the hottest Ranger actresses ever, and she's still pretty hot today. That lass has some true unholy charm. Even when she's next to Discount Ariel, she's still the fairest babe in the room. Vipra's a total edgy anime villain brought to life, but aside from being sexy, she's so much fun for that. I really miss when we had mischievous femme fatales on shows, since Vipra wasn't only a scorching flirt, but she had an arrogance and vicious villainous cred too. Unlike Trakeena, she wasn't afraid to get her claws dirty, took on Rangers solo, knew how to outmaneuver foes, and could cook up some clever schemes. She even has some surprisingly solid loyalty too, as she managed to revive Diabolico back from the dead. Any woman who saves her man from hell earns my respect.
And what a sweet ass.
Plus, she even dressed as a sexy cat burglar, so you know that's a pro in Cat's book. A demon after my own heart. The video game even captured Yen's look perfectly, and made me want to buy Legacy Wars. I'm such a simp, but can you blame me? You don't need to use trick kisses on me, Vipey. The only reason why she's not number one is because she goes out like a punk. Twice! My girl deserved better. Nevertheless, she's an S-tier Power Ranger crush. A ruthless Baroness, skilled swordswoman, master schemer, and unnaturally slick snake, Vipra's one hell of a babe.
That's low. Even for you.
You haven't seen how low I can go.
Oh yeah.
Before we reach number one, here's a few honorable mentions.
Go, go, Power Rangers! Turbocharged for more. Go Power Rangers, go Power Rangers, go Power Rangers, go, 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 fly down the Power Rangers, go, lost galaxy. The signal is calling, our planet is falling. Time for Power Rangers, time it's time for Power Rangers, time for Time Force Power Rangers. We'll protect this world together. Go Power Rangers, Ninja Storm, let's go. Power Rangers, Ninja Storm, protectors of the right, defenders for the fight. Heroes on your side, heroes for all time, not to save the universe. Here come the Power Rangers, here come the Power Rangers, here come the Power Rangers, Mystic Force, go!
We need a distraction.
I'll draw them away. You go in and break the chains.
Wait! Man, that girl's crazy.
Yeah, then so are we.
And our top ranger babe is naturally the magnificent Maya, the beautiful jungle princess of the Lost Galaxy. After all these generations of endless ranger content, my Power Ranger crush is still the hottest alien warrior from across the cosmos. Maya is phenomenal, an unforgettable sexy ranger, triple S-tier waifu crush, and a lady so fantastic she made the Yellow Ranger a million times hotter than any Pink Ranger. Love her mystical personality, her sexy jungle girl dress, her long flowing hair, her mysterious mage powers, her spunky sense of fun, her hardcore warrior skills, and naturally Serena Vincent's charming performance. Maya's played by the best character from Not Another Teen Movie, as well as the hot chick from Cabin Fever, so you know she's drop dead gorgeous. If you've never enjoyed the peak season known as Lost Galaxy, Maya's a pretty mystical alien jungle girl from the planet Miranoi. One day, Scorpius's forces invaded her world as it was home to the legendary Quasar Sabers, powerful weapons fueled by ranger magic. Maya and a group of explorers ended up pulling these swords out of the stone to defend her home, as they were the chosen heroes destined to save our universe from evil. Where she gets into many zany misadventures with her ranger team as they trek across space and duel Trakeena and Scorpius's empire at the same time.
We've been given an unbelievable opportunity and responsibility to defend all that is just and right in the universe. Don't you see? We've been chosen to be Power Rangers.
Maya is the muscle of her team. She's the brawn backing up Kendrix's brain, combats foes wild style, can parkour across the trees, and even speaks to the animals, thanks to her spiritual connection with nature. Like Trakeena, she's another tribute to the sexy alien trope, but is far more heroic than the Bug Babe. Maya has some of the best episodes of the show, as she's a naive alien trying to fit in amongst a human spaceship, tends to animals, succumbs to a ton of culture clashing with her cohorts, slowly mentors the other Rangers into their roles as great heroes, endures a long journey to save her homeworld from its near destruction, and even finds love along the way. Whether that's platonic or romantic love is unknown, but hey, you make the call. The alien jungle princess gimmick is such a unique identity, which made her fondly memorable for fans, and Serena's performance truly is delightful.
Look at me, my breasts are perky, yes.
You know it says a lot when fanboys crushed on her more than a leather-clad astronomer. I love warrior women, so naturally, a warrior princess Power Ranger is my dream come true. I wish they gave her so much more, since her episodes genuinely are funny and compelling. Maya and Kendrix having a petty bitch fight over her ruining Damon's birthday cake is super funny. Her quest to locate a noble replacement ranger for her dead bestie's emotional. Her sad tale about being forced to fight her childhood best friend is dramatic and hot, and her slow kinship formed with a fallen warrior is some of the best storytelling of the series. Not to mention, she's quite funny.
Maybe in the jungle, people eat whatever they want, but around here, we ask first.
Well, in the jungle, people are happy to share.
Simply put, Maya's an enchanting soul thanks to a sleek combo of being a warrior princess, a pretty alien, a wild jungle girl, and a Power Ranger all in one. All the hottest traits a fictional crush can be. No second thoughts, we'd all go galactic for her any day. Maya's my #1 hottest Power Ranger.
Someday, I know I'm gonna find Miranoi again. And I'm gonna bring everything back to life.
And that completes my list. So, what do you think, Rangers? Does Cat know fine power or what? Do you like it, hate it? Who are your top Ranger crushes? Well, feel free to post down low, cause we're out. I'm your host, Catastrophe, and if anyone claims I'm biased with my Lost Galaxy love, you're right. Kendrick's would have been 7.
You haven't seen how low I can go.